it's me, Fletch, back at it again with yet another story time. I know the story time's going to be a little bit different because I'm straying away from like my whole story times for a little second, just a little second. I'm going to have another one I'm going to post like later on, excuse me, this week. Oh, first of all, I know y'all see the hair. I did it myself, bitch. It's a quick weave. I did my own little highlights and whatnot, girl. What y'all think about it? Y'all like the hair? Because I was really getting like so tired of having to constantly keep like putting wigs on my forehead and snatching them back off, you know, every night or every time I want to do a video because I wanted a whole new look. It was just becoming like very repetitive and painful. You guys can read by the title. This will be the story time of the time how I watched my boyfriend get jumped with viable cause. And I'm going to tell you why. This story time takes place back in... Girl, what the fuck was that? Okay, so this story time takes place back in 2016. At this time, I was 15 years old. I was in 8th grade, and I was going to Horn Lake High School. I went to Horn Lake Middle School. So around this time, you know, I felt as though I was the only gay boy in the school. You know, of course, like y'all know... Woo! This wasp just tried to attack me. And I'm just sitting here chilling, trying to tell a story. So I felt as though at this time, I was the only gay boy in the school. I really wasn't really clicking with nobody. I did have a boyfriend, like, kind of before I met my ex, but he's really irrelevant. He doesn't even need a story time because, like, nothing happened with him. Like, he was very scary. He wasn't, like, really ready to come out the closet. So it's basically like, you know, I'm fighting like demons trying to deal with him and he's not ready to deal with me. Let's say like August era, I had met this boy through one of my homegirls, and we're gonna call him John. If y'all remember, like, way back in the day, we used to do those to be honest, like the you cute, you cool, you can dress, or the green heart this if you think we gonna be forever, yellow heart this if you gonna be my fave, red heart this if you think you in love with me, all that shit, right? I didn't really know how to approach him because, again, like, this is like my second ever, like, me trying to get with somebody experience because I had never had a boyfriend before. Let me explain to y'all what John looked like. John was like a dark skinned, like tall dude, like kind of like, he was my height, but like a little bit taller than me. I believe he was like 2 years older than me. If I was 15, he was 17. So he was like 2 years older than me. And he was like, you know, had like really like bug eyes, like my eyes, but like a little bit wider. He had like pursed lips, kind of like this. He had like, you know, he wasn't really like the most muscular dude either. Like, he didn't play any sports. John had a sister, and we're gonna call her Jade. Jade was very messy, always in drama, always bullying somebody. She always had a reason, and if you gave her a reason, she was gonna give you a response. Like, she was always in ISS, ALC, ramp, all that stuff because she was always in some drama, girl. She always had beef. I sent his DMs and I thought he was cute, and of course he texted me back, and, you know, we started hitting it off. We devised a plan to meet up at this library. We met up at this library. And basically, like, you know, we was talking, you know, getting to know each other, getting well acquainted. You know, we went to the park, we kissed a little bit. I grabbed on his booty and whatnot, girl. You know, he touched my penis, he sucked my dick a little bit or whatever. And girl, that was just that on that. We're moving on. We're going to, like, you know, school. You know, it's still like a little hot outside. I'm gonna say we met up over the summer. So it's now my 8th grade year, my repeated 8th grade year. We're getting to know each other a little bit more. And as I'm getting to know him, I'm getting to know that he talks a lot of shit. And I mean, he talks a lot of shit. Like, you would be like, dude, like, why are you saying stuff like that? Like, why don't you shut up sometimes? Like, you always feel like you need to have the last word. Like, everything is a competition to see who's going to say the best one-liner first. Like, everything's not a competition. Why do you talk so much? This is around, like, the second week of August. And, you know, I was upstairs. We had like 2 flights in our school. So we had a downstairs and an upstairs. So I was upstairs. You know, I'm talking to my girls. You know, we hang out, we chit-chat. You know, we being messy, talking about the little boys and whatnot, talking about the girls' wigs and weaves that was stiff, that was not cute, that was not laid. And then all of a sudden, like, we start seeing people running. I'm black. I'm not gonna sit up here and waste no time and try to figure out what the fuck y'all running from. If I see you running, I'm running too, because I don't know what y'all running from. I'm running, following them, like, I'm trying to see what's going on. One thing about me, I loved a good old... I have no idea why I kept saying high school fight when I'm talking about something that happened in middle school. Y'all, this literally happened in 8th grade. Also, let me tell y'all, bitch, I found the receipts. So a bitch will never think I'm lying, ho. I keep my receipts, bitch. Call me a motherfucking cashier. Because, bitch, a bookkeeper even. I keeps my receipts, and I got them. high school fight. Like, y'all, when I tell you high school fights, it's no street fight like a high school fight. Like, high school fights, I mean, they used to be flicking and flying and throwing them all over the place. You see hair flying up in the air, folks throwing up the babies, girl. Like, it would be a whole mess. When I say babies, I mean, like, y'all know Family Dynamics, you have like the little fake babies, folks would be like fighting with them, girl. Like, it would be a mess, and I loved it. So, girl, I runs up, I try to see what's going on, girl. It's already a crowd right there, so I'm already missing the action. I'm like, what the fuck is this? So I'm looking, I'm surveying, trying to see is it one of my bitches, girl. Whole time, it's my sister-in-law, girl. It is my sister-in-law. She finna get ready to fight somebody. I'm like, oh my goodness, like, not my sister-in-law finna get ready to fight somebody. You know me, I'm trying to be a die-hard-ass boyfriend. I'm trying to ride for my man. So, of course, I'm gonna Of course, I'm gonna cheer my sister on. So, I see Jade. She posts up looking at this bitch like, hit me. She like, girl, you hit me first. Jade ain't waste no time. She popped her. So then, girl, they start fighting. They fight. All you see is bangles and hair and crochets flicking and flying all over the place. I think Jade fell. So then here I am. Get your ass up, Jade! Get up, Jade! You better put my ass. I don't even know this bitch. Like, I don't even know her. I don't even know the girl. I don't even know the problem. If you are my man's sister and I'm with your brother, you are automatically my sister, and I'm gonna ride for my sister. So that's what I did. I hit my man's up. I'm like, hey, boo, I'm gonna link with you. He was like, well, I'm gonna link with you too. I'm like, okay, so where we gonna go? He said we can meet up at this park. Now, y'all, I actually talked about this park before, like, on TikTok. I kind of told a little bit of this story too on TikTok, but like not like through and through. But basically, my street was right in front of a park, and the way the park was set up was, okay, and I actually have a picture of it. So you would have the left side over here. That's where everybody would go and play soccer at. And then they would have like a little field day for the kids at the library, the water slides, the flag football, the little leagues, and all that shit. And then on the right side, on the right side, you would have, everybody that, the joggers, the people that be going to go exercise, folks that want to have the little picnics. You could link up with your boo up there. That's the park everybody would fight at on that side, girl. And you could also have sex over there, girl. Me, girl, I jumped the fuck up out my bed, girl. I throw on my best pair of athletic shorts. I threw on this black t-shirt. I had on this blue jacket. It was like this navy blue. I don't know I think it was it Aeropostale? I think it was Aeropostale jacket. And I had on these orange socks, these orange A1 socks, and these slides. And these were like some little old Walmart slides. So, girl, I'm getting ready to walk up there to the park and whatnot. Mind you, I told my mom that I'm going up there to the library. So these people are under the pretense that I'm going to the library. I goes up there to the park to go meet my man, honey. And I see him and his sister Jade. I'm like, okay, cool, I get to finally meet her, she seems like a cool girl, whatever the case may be. I say, hey, of course, I'm not no rude ass bitch. I'm gonna speak when I see somebody, like, that's just not me. And, she spoke back to me, whatever. So, as we're sitting up there, we're chit-chatting, we're getting, well acquainted, we're cracking jokes and whatnot. I want to tell y'all, I don't know what the beef was, but it was this girl. We're going to call her Cauliflower. So Cauliflower was a girl that I actually knew on Facebook that I was kind of like cool with. I was the gay boy that everybody would walk up to and give me a hug, and I would give them a hug, just on some cool shit. So, me and her, we used to exchange words in the hallways, and I give her a hug, tell her she looked cute or whatever, harder pictures and things like that. So apparently Jade had an issue with Cauliflower, and again, I don't know anything about the beef, so I'm not gonna co-sign shit. Whole time, John, rightfully so, your sister got beef, it's your beef. It shouldn't be like that though, because that's dangerous how folks die. Like, why are you making something this problem your problem? But that's neither here nor there. So he's talking the worst shit about this damn girl. And he's talking about how, she needs to close her legs to all these little boys. She fucking around with different niggas, don't know who her baby daddy is. She got a bastard child, and she ugly as fuck. The bitch fat as hell. And then she like,
yeah, on God, like, I told that bitch to fight me in the hallway. That bitch didn't want to fight me. I pressed her. This hoe ain't want to fight me.
So then he like, yeah, cause that bitch, she's scary. She a scary asshole. And then they over there looking at me. I'm looking at them like, what the fuck do I look like? Talking shit about this bitch. And I be telling her that your crochets look good today. Girl, no, that's some fake ass shit. So I'm not going to do that. So, they're really looking at me like, oh, are you going to chime in? Hell no, I'm not. So, they're talking shit about this damn girl. So I'm guessing Jade had enough of talking about this bitch. And she said, She get her ass up and she walks over there to where Cauliflower is sitting. Remember, like I told y'all, it's two sides of the park, right? So Cauliflower, she's sitting on the side where they play soccer at. It's like a little white bench, and she's sitting over there with a child. I don't know if it's her kid, her nephew, whomever it is. I don't know who it is, but she's sitting over there with a kid. So automatically, I'm thinking in my head, like, ugh, she with her child. Like, don't be trying to fight her. But, you know, it just was what it was. It wasn't my fight. It wasn't my battle. I minded my damn business, and I stayed in my damn place. She's like,
I want to fight.
and she's like,
okay, but I got my son with me. Like, I'm not gonna fight you, and I got my son.
or child or whoever it was. So she's like, okay, yeah, but I want to fight. I want to fight. I want to fight. She's like, okay, well, I can fight you when I take my son.
But I want to fight you right now. I want to fight you right now.
Okay, I'm gonna fight you when I take my son back home.
It's not getting the fact that she don't want to fight her right now. She gonna fight her when she take her damn son back home. So old girl is like really getting fed up, I'm assuming, and she just like, girl, I'm not gonna sit here and keep on talking to you because bitch, like if you don't want to fight, you just don't want to fight. So she walks back over there after like the 100 failed attempts of trying to press this bitch to get her to get up and fight her, and she comes back over there to our table like,
Yeah, don't be scared. She's scared. They hold
up there, you know, they still talking about her, talking about the situation and all in itself. And then, you know, I happened to glance over because I'm very observant. I glanced over and I happened to look. I had noticed that she was no longer sitting on that side of the park. So I'm just like, ooh. So baby went head on and she left. My question is she coming back? Still sitting there, we laughing, we joking, we talking. You know, I happened to look to my adjacent left again. And I'm like, who the fuck is that? This bitch came back with reinforcements. Bitch, I might have to fight. This just might be the color purple. I don't know if this may be the night. This may be the night. And all I know is that I have to fight. Because all my life, what did I have to do?
I had to fight.
Now, I'm petrified because I ain't never fought nobody a day in my damn life. I don't know what the problem is, and I haven't said nothing to nobody about nothing. So I'm trying to figure out, are y'all coming for me too? Jay's like, oh, this bitch, she ready to fight now. So she stands the fuck up. So now we're going to introduce 2 other characters. Well, like 4 other characters, really 5, but we just going to do 4. So you have P, you have Tennis and Racket, and you have Jay, and his boy named K, okay? So those are the 5 people that we're introducing right now. So Tennis and Racket, they were boyfriend and girlfriend, hence the name Tennis Racket. Tennis was the girl, and Racket was the boy. I just happened to see Tennis, and I'm like, hey, I know her. I've never seen this girl like be on go like that, like never. I haven't seen that girl since like I was in school in South Haven, so it was kind of like I was surprised to see her because I didn't know that she went to school in Horn Lake. I see Cauliflower. Okay, I thought that was some. I see Cauliflower. She's walking up now, and then Jay, she's like,
So what's up? Hit me.
and then Cauliflower's like,
No, bitch, you hit me.
so then I was like, what the fuck is this? So then she's like, hit me, bitch, hit me. No, you hit me. No, you hit me. It's just a lot of you hit me, you hit me. Tennis had other shit to do, and she did not have time for that shit. Y'all know I gotta get something now, bitch, because this is the good part. So she puts her glass in like,
I ain't got time for this shit.
then I said, hey, Tennis. She looked at me and looked back forward. I said, oh. Like, okay, so what's up? And then Jay's like, what's up? And then she just pushed her. Tennis shoved the shit out of Jade. Jade didn't fall, but she kind of like stumbled a little bit. So when Jade tried to swing, girl, she missed. Tennis hit her so damn hard. Now they fighting, girl. They fight. So then Jade, she punched into a little bit, you know, she's trying to swing a little bit. So then she slides aside, she falls on the ground, girl. So now that she's on the ground, she got Tennis hair or whatever, and Tennis like,
Let my hair go. Let my...
so that's why she mopping her. Now, you know, they still fight on the ground and whatnot. Now they're fighting. So then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the same bitch who was standing there acting like she was scared to fight this bitch, all of a sudden now she got the biggest balls in the world. She walks over to the table, she puts her phone down, she was like, hey Fletch, and she turns back around. So now, girl, as they're fighting, they somehow get back up. So now Tennis and what's that girl name again? Tennis and Jade, they're fighting. So then Cauliflower, she walks up.
That's what you get for talking about my motherfucking baby, bitch.
So now they jumping the girl at this point. So they jumping Jade. Jade, she's still getting her ones and twos in. I really couldn't fight. So I can see why she didn't want to fight. Because she really couldn't fight. John, he jumps up to try to like run up and break up the fight. So then here go P, he's like,
sit your gay ass down, cause we'll beat your gay ass too.
so then he sits down, and I'm like, boo. Because why the fuck did you sit back down? Like, you trying to break up the fight because, you know, it's your sister or whatever. She's getting jumped at this point. You gonna let somebody punk you like that, and you just gonna sit your ass down? Are you serious? So right in front of me, though. I'm kind of pissed now because I'm like, you just let this dude bitch you in front of me. And you supposed to be my man? No. They finally get on up, you know. Jay, she spits out some blood or whatever, girl, but she's chill. She's like, I want to fight again. Girl, everybody out of breath. They don't want to fight. So now, you know, we're all sitting there. We're chilling. Out of nowhere, y'all. Okay, clear it up, bitch. Ooh, whoa, watch my vernacular. I want to explain to y'all what exactly happened, because I know all y'all saw was a whole lot of everything like going down, and it made no sense. So basically what happened was I was sitting right beside my boyfriend, John. When y'all saw me come off the cut and throw that left hook, that was P. P snuck John while I was sitting right there. To be quite frank with y'all, the dude was really like homophobic, if you want to be honest with me. Like, cause he really had no reason to have a problem with John at all. Like, he had no reason to have a problem with him. Now, mind you, I don't know their history. I may not know the tea. He may have slept with him, or they may have done something and he felt a certain type of way about it. Girl, I don't know. It was this big ass tree root by the bench at the table we was sitting at. It was right there on the ground. He trips. When he tripped, girl, I knew for a fact, girl, that's it. After he fell, then here comes Racket. He runs up and he jumps in the fight. So then they all fighting him and whatnot, girl. But mind you, like, Tennis, he kind of, what did I call him? Racket. He punching him on his back or whatever. He not really, like, fighting him like that. And then P, he, like, you know, get a couple hits in, but he mainly just grabbing him. So I wouldn't really say, like, my boyfriend got beat up, but he definitely did get jumped. And I did definitely watch because they didn't have shit to do with me. So, girl, they handling their business, you know, they fighting or whatever. You know, everybody finally gets up. Everybody's quiet. Everybody is quiet. So now, you know, at this point, I happen to, you know, look up and I see these girls walking over here towards the park. And then here go P.
Oh, they must trying to get their ones in too.
I said, those are my sisters.
Oh, okay, well, you cool.
Well, bitch, I know I am. Like, the fuck you talking about? Girl, because my sister will whoop you and her ass. Like, don't do that. You antagonize this girl, and y'all talk cash money shit about her. But when it came time for you to nuck, if you was buck, you buckled. And you didn't nuck until you got snuck. What type of shit is that? So I was walking over there to grab my jacket. He's sitting over there, like, you know, acting like he don't want to move. And I'm trying to pull my jacket from up under him. So I ended up kind of, like, snatching my jacket. But I was hoping he didn't, like, feel a certain type of way about it. Because I wasn't trying to make you feel a certain type of way about it. I was just trying to get my jacket because I was ready to go. Because I was pissed off because they, like, ruined my whole fucking mood. And I happened to look on Facebook, girl. Tell me why John done posted a selfie. Mind you, this was, like, a couple hours after. Like, around this time, it didn't get dark until, like, 8, 9 o'clock. So he posted a picture of himself on Facebook. When I tell you his eye was busted, his lip was bloody, his nose was bloody. I don't know what occurred after I left, but remember what I told y'all. I get to school the next day, and you know, I'm in my 7th and 8th period class. At this point in time, I took classes with people that was there at the fight. So they ended up telling me what happened. So what happened was, after he got jumped, he kept talking shit. Like, he just kept talking and talking and talking and talking. After somebody dog walked me, but didn't really beat me up, but after somebody dog walked me and they beat my ass and I got jumped, why in the fuck would I still sit there and be talking shit? Shouldn't you be trying to heal? But you taking this time that you should be building your life force back up to talk shit. Girl, you're already in the red zone. Your life ain't even yellow no more. All it takes is one last tap, girl, you done. Street Fighter KO this bitch. Like, what the fuck? Why are you still talking? So, that's what ended up happening, y'all. And do I feel bad? No. I don't want anybody to feel slighted about what I said, even though I said what I said. However, when I said I didn't feel bad, I don't feel bad. However, I do feel like I could have done something differently. Like, do I feel bad at the fact of the matter that I watched him get jumped? Yes. However, do I feel bad about them fighting? No, because that was not my fights. On top of that, it was two girls that was there that I was friends with, that I befriended. If I would have jumped in that fight trying to fight them, that would have made me look bad because I'm cool with y'all. I hang out with y'all. I talk to y'all in school. We converse, you know. I compliment y'all. Y'all give me hugs. Things like that. We have history. It would be very phony for me to insert myself in drama or into a situation that I have no business being in. That's what I'm saying. So I just wanted to clear that up in case they are watching. I wanted to clear that up. I apologize for not jumping in that fight, but I don't apologize for not getting involved in a situation that had nothing to do with me. Because he should have been talking about that damn girl. And then on top of that, they all equally shouldn't have been, like, you know, antagonizing that damn girl. Y'all didn't know who this girl knew. I didn't know she was going to come back. And then on top of that, I didn't know who she knew. So that could have got way out of hand. It could have been way worse than what it was. So I feel as though, like, y'all put your own life in jeopardy trying to fight somebody. Y'all could have just let this shit alone. It is what it is. So I want to say I ended up texting the boy, John, about the situation, asking, like, you know, is he okay? He was like, yeah, I'm fine. I was like, okay, that's cool. So then, like, he said, but my sister mad at you, though. And I'm like, for what? He said, because you didn't jump in the fight. What the fuck was I finna jump in the fight for in the first damn place? Boy, I only knew you for a month. What made you think I was finna jump into a fight and fight somebody and I didn't even know how to fight? So I would've got my ass whipped for no reason any damn way. Because it's not my fight. I put myself into the fight for a fight that's not my fight. To prove that I'm a fighter for you. I'm a fight for you. To get beat the fuck up and then go home and explain to my mama why the fuck I got a black ass eye. So I ended up texting her and I was like, hey girl, like, how are you doing? Are you okay? She was like, don't fucking text me. And I said, okay. I don't care. I don't care, but I feel like everything's cool now. Like, me and John, we're cool, and then me and Jade, we kind of follow each other. We're mutuals on Snapchat. So
wait, there's more.
Hey y'all, okay, so I actually have a lot to say right now because I actually ended up finding some honorable mentions, bitch. Like, you know, I'm looking through my old messages and I happened to see some information. Okay, so y'all, I'm gonna put screenshots all up in here. So after that day, I know y'all like how I look. I look so cute, don't I? Yes, okay. Anyway, so I was scrolling through my old messages of me and him, and I seen some shit. Okay, so turns out after me and him, like, you know, I asked him about, like, what was he okay and things like that. He turned around and he started going off on me and things like that, and these other messages that I'm gonna put up in here. So, baby, like, he's going off on me and stuff, talking about somehow I'm ugly as fucking. He had a boyfriend on the side. We already had a boyfriend. I wasn't even his side. I was just somebody to be cool with. His sister told him to go with me because she felt bad for me. And how, oh, you know, I'm going to get my boyfriend to beat your ass and all the other shit, right? So then the boyfriend texted me. The boyfriend texted me, y'all. And he was telling me how, oh, you know, I'm going to beat your ass as soon as I get out the hospital because you let my boyfriend get jumped. His sister told me that you let him get jumped. Like, y'all, it is crazy. It is so crazy. So after all of that happened, girl, we actually ended up speaking to each other again back in 2017, 2018. We was kind of cool a little bit, still had beef though. He still was a little raw about the issue. But I ended up speaking to him again, I want to say like 2 years ago. And I apologized to him, like, formally about the situation. And he apologized to me about how he was acting towards me. And basically, like, y'all, that's it. That is basically finally the end of this story time. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you need to give me a thumbs down. Thank you guys so fucking much, okay, for 285 subscribers. Like, y'all don't know how. I know it's a little bit to some people, but that's a lot to me. 285 people actually enjoy my fucking content. I will forever ride for my girls. I don't care if you're a boy, gay, straight, bi, trans, a lesbian, a biological woman. I don't care what you are. All of y'all are my girls, okay? And I live for my girls. Like, I love y'all so much. Thank you guys so much again. Like, y'all blew my video up about my deal story time dealing with, I was going to say his real name, dealing with, what I call him, what was his name again? Jameson. And I fucking love y'all for that. So thank you guys so much. Continue to share my content. And I promise you bitches, I'll be back with yet another story time because I got, like, 5 more. Girl, I think like 35, 36 more in the book, bitch. So, thank you guys so much. I love y'all. Stay true to yourself and bye, bitch.